This is the 64 square meter cell of a businesswoman shown on Indonesian television.
Yeah, got your TV, DVD, yeah, computer, closet.
Prison is supposed to be a place where convicted criminals go and get rehabilitated and punished for their crimes. However, there are some prisons out there that can be compared to the Hilton Hotel. And that's because the prison has a very different approach to prison reform, or the convicts are really resourceful and have bribed their way into comfort. How's it going, YouTube? I'm your host for this one, Landon Dowlitzing, and welcome back to another most amazing top 10 video. If you guys enjoy what we do here, make sure you guys hit the subscribe button. We are on the road to 5 million subscribers. The only question is, can we do it? Alright, let's take a look at the top 10 most insane prison cells you won't believe. Starting off this list like we always do, and at number 10 we have Halden Prison in Norway. This prison is known as the most humane prison in the world, and there's a good reason for that. Every inmate here has their own comfortable and private cells. There are skill building classes, a rec room that is loaded with TV shows, movies, and video games. They can distress with their state-of-the-art gym and a music recording studio. This place sounds amazing. Do you think that they'll allow me to stay there if I booked a night with them? You know, instead of staying in a hotel, I just go there. Maybe there's like a cell Airbnb. I bet this place is a lot nicer than a lot of hostels and hotels, so why not? Moving on to number 9, let's talk about the Pondok Bambu Prison in Indonesia. Alright, so this isn't necessarily a prison that is known for its luxuries. Actually, this prison is known for its corruption. Yeah, that's right. Prisoners who have the right connections or money to bribe a prison guard are able to live a rich and lavish lifestyle while they're serving time behind bars. During an investigation, it was discovered that there are several inmates at this prison who have big flat screen TVs in their cells and king-sized beds. I don't even have a king-sized bed. Here's a video of one of the women's prison cells who was serving 5 years for attempting to bribe a prosecutor with $600,000 to drop a case against her. If it was me, I probably would have taken the money. Oh, and she also has her own private bathroom and an adjoining karaoke suite, because why not? Her room is cleaned by maids and she's allowed to receive unlimited visits and beauty treatments in her room. I guess you can say that she's a very resourceful criminal. Climbing up this list, and at number 8 we have the JVA Fuhlsbuettel Prison in Germany. Doesn't this prison remind you of a castle or even a 3-star hotel? Well, that's because it's actually quite nice. Only prisoners who have a long sentence are allowed to be transferred to this prison, and here are some of the perks of checking in here. Prisoners have a lot of space to move around in their cells. They have a couch, private showers, and toilet. As for the prison facilities, prisoners can enjoy using the washing machines and dryers to do their laundry. They have a recreation room and a conference room for their important prison meetings. In all seriousness, this looks like a pretty nice place to get your life in order. Next up, number 7, let's take a look at Suomenlinna Prison in Finland. So when you think about prisons, you actually think about steel bars, sniper towers, barbed fences, and scary inmates. Well, forget everything you thought you knew about prisons, because at the Suomenlinna Prison, you won't find any of that there. And that's because this is one of the world's only open prisons, where there's no cells or any locked doors. I mean, is this real life right now? How is this even possible? How is this prison? Prisoners live in shared houses with private rooms, and they're allowed to get jobs in construction around the island. You would think that this is a low security prison. Well, you would be wrong. There are all kinds of criminals housed here except for sexual offenders. There are even inmates who are serving life sentences. This is more of like a retirement living situation, because this prison has giant flat screen TVs, barbecues near a quiet pond, saunas, and paid jobs. This prison doesn't sound so bad to me. Number 6 brings us to a family resort, I mean a prison, and here we have the Aranjuez Prison located in Spain. I'm not sure if that's how you say it, Aranjuez. Okay, let's move on, because I'm definitely not going to be able to say that. If crime and family is important to you, then you probably want to get arrested in Spain, because this prison is being advertised as a family-friendly prison. I am so confused on what is going on here. I never thought I would say family-friendly and prison in the same sentence. The Aranjuez Prison allows children to stay overnight with their incarcerated parents as long as the mom or dad is there during the morning or evening roll call. This prison comes with cribs, Disney characters on the walls, and a kids play area. This prison gives incarcerated parents a chance to experience parenting while their children are too young to understand that they're actually sleeping in a prison. What do you guys think about this? Let me know in the comment section below. This is just the dumbest thing ever to me. I feel like it's rewarding bad behavior, but at the same time this might motivate these inmates to become reformed and to have good behavior while they're locked up. Here's another top of the line prison. In at number 5 we have the Sollentuna Prison, located in Sweden. Their prison cells come equipped with comfortable thick mattresses and private bathrooms. They get to have their own desk with computers or TVs, and this prison also lets their inmates cook their own meals in a state-of-the-art kitchen, and they can spend a lot of their time watching TV or using the weight room. This sounds like a typical Saturday evening, and they get to do this in prison. I bet the furniture that they have in their cells are from IKEA, and they're like nice furniture. I wonder if they have to like put it together themselves. And did you know that Sweden is shutting down a lot of their prisons due to the lack of prisoners? I mean, maybe these luxury cells have something to do with their low crime rates, because people are actually motivated to do better and become reformed. Number 4 brings us to another unimaginable prison, and I'm talking about Justice Center Leoben in Austria. If you live in Austria and you've committed a minor crime, then this prison is for you. At this jail, each prisoner is given a private cell with a private bathroom and kitchenette. They also get a TV, which makes the cell a lot better than most, apartments here in Toronto. Oh, and this prison also has a weight room, basketball court, and an outdoor recreation area. This place sounds like a summer camp and not a prison. I mean, I pay maintenance fee where I'm living and I don't even have all of these amenities. I'm actually quite jealous, except that I don't have any criminal charges on my permanent record. I guess it's an added bonus. Moving over to New Zealand, in number 3 we have Otago Corrections Facility. This prison is known to locals as the Milton Hilton because it really looks like a hotel, except that the prison is surrounded by barbed wires and there's a sniper tower. Let me give you a grand tour of a prison cell. As you can see, the cell has a TV, a board to hang pictures on, a radio, and a bookshelf. And this inmate even has his own coffee mug and guitar. Is this real life right now? I feel like I'm looking at an actual Airbnb. Oh, and did I also mention that these floors have heating? There's also a gym in the facility, a library, and they have rehabilitation services. This is absolutely insane. Like, is it possible to book a vacation here? Because I would love to check this thing out. Just hopefully it's not too expensive. Let's travel over to Scotland in at number 2, and let's take a look at HMP Addiewell Prison. This is designated as a learning prison because the inmates spend 40 hours a week working and improving their skills. The prison allows the inmate to transition back to normal civilian life in a purposeful and fulfilling manner. There are only 700 prisoners housed here, and I have to admit their cells look like a luxurious college dorm, but you know it's a prison because there's bars on the windows. I'm not sure if anyone would even try to break out of this prison or any of these prisons on this list, because why would you? Then you have to go out there in the real world and spend money on rent for a nice place when you can just stay there for free. Well, it's actually taxpayers. It's actually us paying for it. And if I was arrested in Scotland, this would be the place I would want to be locked up too. Topping this luxurious list, in at number 1, we have the Bastoy Prison in Norway. This prison feels more like a resort than a jail because the prisoners here have a lot of freedom that would be unheard of anywhere else. They have keys to their own rooms, there are no armed guards or fences, and the views on this island are postcard worthy. The prisoners can sunbathe on the beach, go fishing, play tennis, or enjoy the sauna. Most of the prisoners here are serving time for assault, murder, and other hard crimes, but they get to indulge in all of these luxurious amenities. The prisoners get to stay in wooden cottages, and they can come and go as they please. I know a lot of people who would pay to go to a place like this, and murderers get to serve their sentences here. I mean, something doesn't seem right. But maybe, you know what, maybe Norway's onto something. Because only 16% of their inmates re-offend within 2 years of being released, which is really good compared to the US, where 43% of their inmates re-offend after being released. That's almost half the people. Well, there you guys have it. We have made it to the end of this video. I just want to say thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys all in the next most amazing top 10 video. Up this list, in at number 8, we have the JVA Fuhlsbuettel. Fuhlsbuettel. Is that an L or an I? That's an L?
It's an L.
Okay. Next up, number 7. Let's take a look at Suomenlinna Prison in. Is that wrong?
Suomenlinna. Suomenlinna.
So like Suomenlinna.
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 Suomenlinna. Menlinna. Menlinna. Not working.
It's like Aranjuez.
Aranjuez.
Bring the Spanish up.
Aranjuez. Otago and Tago. Oh wait. Killed it.